Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So yesterday I started doing this lovely little ring binder journal, and what it is, it's a canvas which I have cut in half, which is like this one here, just an 8x8 or 20 by 20 centimeters, and this was only €1, so it was really cheap in my local shop. So all I did, I cut it in half, and then I punched some little holes in there with my crocodile, and then 2 at the side. So that's gonna just go together like that, and I've got my little clip. So I'll link the video down under this video just to show you how I did the front and the back. Nothing on this side except for a bit of paint. And I just wanted to just add just a little bit more. Now I've got some little bits of cheesecloth, which I thought I'm going to sew on it, because you can sew through this canvas, and it's quite easy to sew through. So I thought I'd just add a little bit of embellishment, just a little bit of fabric, not too much, and then I'm going to sew it on, and then I'm going to add this to the inside. I just thought, this is stuff that I've washed. Now I've got a nice big pile of it here. I got this from, oh look, I've got some cheesecloth there. I got this from Amazon. Now I got it a little while ago, and I just thought it would make a lovely inside cover, because it's almost a bit sort of like eclectic, isn't it? Bit of an eclectic journal, I think this might be. So every time I sort of like do something, or I can actually just cut it up and pop it inside this ring binder journal. I do apologise about that drilling. It's our neighbours again having a bit of a drill. So it's either outside or the neighbours. It's very noisy here at the moment. So what I thought I would do, I will do that in a minute, but I want to go and, or should I do that first? Oh no, because I want to put this on afterwards, because it will cover up the sewing. That was it. So what I'm going to do, I think I will, what should I stick it on with? Got a little bit of Fabric-Tac here. Oh, it's not Fabric-Tac, it's 3-in-1. There we go. Sometimes my bottle, it doesn't come out. Look, that's a good stand, isn't it? Stick it in there so we've got it out the right way. Right, I did take a few little pieces off to see what it would look like, and I just like that down there, and then I've got a few little bits here, just some little pinky bits. So I think I might just randomly stick a few little bits down. I'm just going to use this just to hold it on like that, just a little bit. Oh, throw my lid across the room. Let's pop that on there. Stick this on. Don't mind if it goes around on the outside. Okay, so what I did as well, before I forget, I've got a little hole here and a bigger one at the back, and I thought the closure, I would use one of these little ball closures. Now it's got this little screwy clip screw. It's like you screw it in, and you pop that underneath, if I can pop that in there, and then you just screw this on. So that's going to be the closure, and then I've just got an eyelet here which I'm going to pop on the back like that. So I will close that in, but I need to put the fabric on there first. And then what I will probably do, I'll get like something and just tie it through there, and then it can clip over and hook onto this piece as the closure. So I thought that would be quite nice. I do like these little ball closures. I'm going to be able to get that out. There we go. Let's pop that over there. So let's just carry on sticking some of this down. I thought I'd say that before I forgot about it. So I just don't want to cover that up, the little hole. There we go. Stick that down. Should we just uncle that up a little bit? So I've got a long piece here. Shall I put this on the back piece down? I put it this way, I can make a hole through that. Now we've got the hole there. Actually, I might put that all the way down the back on there. That's what I shall do, I think. I don't want too much on here because I like what we did in the sort of bit of mixed media yesterday. On here, I quite like that. So I think it's going to be sort of a bit of an eclectic-y type one, which I love. I do like it because I like to sort of like mix and match bits and pieces, and especially if you've got lots of digital kits and stuff, you can use your leftover papers, can't you, to pop into these journals. And I haven't done a ring bound journal for ages, and I do like them. Okay, let's just cut a little bit down through here. And this is all the stuff that I coloured in the summertime, which is fabulous, isn't it? Should we add little bits? Just some little bits, I think. Cut this down. And I think a little bit of sewing on here will just give a little bit of texture, won't it? I'll pop that down there because I'm not sure that I like that dark bit on there. Just scrunch that up. Pop that on there. Just so. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. What should we do? I'll get some other bits out in a minute. Put that on here. It's quite nice because I nearly made it look like sort of like wood, because I got the sort of like idea from the Friday freebie that Andy did with that lovely wooden door. That white wood, the blue wood was beautiful, wasn't it? I loved it. So lovely. What else can we put on there? Should we pop a little bit more of this lace on this side? Let's just scrunch this up. Oozing out. A friend of mine is actually going to the UK for Christmas, so she said that she will pick me up some Fabric and some glue while she's there, which is great because I can't have it sent here from the UK anymore because the postage is so expensive, and it gets stuck in customs still, which is ridiculous. But never mind, but we're going to get some, which is good. Now I'll just put that up the wrong way, didn't I? There we go. Pop another little bit on there. Nice little scruffy bit there. Like that. Okay. I've got this lace as well, which is nice. Take my lovely big pins out. This was just a shirt, I think, like a little blouse that I got from the charity shop. So I haven't looked in charity shops here for a long time, so I think I might have to go and have a little nosy this week at some point. Oops. Let's just stick that in there. Lovely. Should we have a little bit over this side? Where should we put it? Just here? Put that on. Let's just cut a little bit down. A little bit down here. Stick that on so it's just sort of like poking out. Gosh, there we are. Okay, what else? Shall we put something else on? I don't really want to put any of this cheesecloth because it's a little bit too open weaved. This one is lovely. I do like this one. What else could we have? A little bit of lace. Oh, I could put a little bit of lace along the bottom, couldn't we? That would look pretty. What should we do? Should we pop it along the bottom? I think actually that would look really nice, wouldn't it? Where's my glue? Pop it on both sides. Whoops. Stick that down. Lovely. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Pop a little bit on here. That can go on there like that. Oh, a little bit lower. And then I can sew that on in a minute. Sew around the edge. We can always add other little bits afterwards, can't we? But I don't want it too much. That's so pretty. Oh, look. I haven't used this for a while either, have I? Oh, love it. But I think what I'll do is I'll stick this on. I'll probably glue gun this on. And that can go on the front and the back. That's pretty. So that's what I'll do. Oops. Afterwards. But first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go round. I'm going to go around the whole thing. No, I'm not. What I will do, I'm going to just sew these bits on. Just do a little bit of sewing through this on the sewing machine and down through here. And then what I'll do is when I put the backing on of this, then I'll sew around the whole thing. So that's what I'll do. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just going to do a little bit of sewing around to keep these bits of fabric on. All right, so 2 seconds. Okay, perfect. So I love how this has come out. I'm just going to cut all the little bits of thread off on here. Like this. I'm hoping you can see. You can just see I've got white stitching on there. And I did have pink on the back. On there. I've got gold paint on there, look. Okay, lovely. So then what we can do, I don't think it needs any more than that on there. I just think that adds just something really nice. I will pop the little rose trim along the bottom because I think that would look really pretty, but I will do that when I've added the back. So let's just cut these little bits off. And then I do have some fabric glue, which I've not used before. I did get it when I was in England. When was that? In May. So I haven't used it. So I'm going to see what it likes, what it's like. Okay, perfect. Let's get all these little bits out of the way. Love it. It looks nice. I like these little stitch marks in there. So I'm not going to iron this. I was going to iron it, but I thought I'm not going to because I quite like it wrinkled. Glue all over me. So I like this flower, which I think will probably go in the middle. So I'm going to just, not worried if it comes over at all. Let's just see if we can rip this down so it's going to be sort of straightish. What do you think? Oops. See, that's nice. Then I'm going to just pop that on. Didn't rip too well, did it? Oh yeah, it did. That's okay. I can actually probably just trim those little bits up. So shall we see what this glue is like? It's this one here, fabric glue. Now I could probably do with one of these to spread it on. What do you think? Because I want it, I don't want it to come through. How does it come out? Oh, it's very thick. Oh gosh, very thick. Let's just spread it on like this. I don't want it to come through the fabric, so I'm going to just stick that on there. So we shall see. Well, it'll either work or it won't. Okay. Let's just stick this on. Is that up the right way? It's up the right way. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's coming through. If I got this is used for my mixed media, but I think that's going to hold that down. What do you think? That's not bad, is it? I'm going to sew around it. You can't see the glue coming through either. Oh, nice. I think I got this from Hobbycraft when I was there in England, I believe. Okay, that seems to have stuck really well actually. So, lovely. Shall we do the other one? Oh gosh, guess what I've gone and done? I put glue on it before I have measured it. But that's okay. Let's pop it this way. Let's just eyeball it. Chop there. And then, what should we do? Just there. Oops. Where was the end? Where's the other bit? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's lovely. Let's pop some glue on here. Pop the lid on, or it just plops on. And we will just spread this around. This is quite good. This is just one of those little paint thingies, which is good for spreading it around. We'll have a look and see if you can get this in on Amazon. I'm not quite sure. I think it was Hobbycraft I got it from. Okay. Perfect. Let's just... Is that up the right way? Or do you reckon that's that way? Oh, I don't think it really matters, does it? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Spread this out. Well, I'll tell you what, normally the glue will come through, but that's done really well. If you spread it out and you don't have any lumpy bits of glue underneath, it doesn't seem to be coming through, does it? You can see the stitching marks under it, but I think that's pretty good. Oh, I like it. Look at that. That's rather funky, isn't it? How lovely. Now, what I'm going to do, I think I will just snip around it like this. Just cut these little bits off. I don't want to cut our little our little bit of lace, do we? Just chop that down. What about that bit? I think I'll leave that. That's sort of stuck. Maybe I'll go around the edge. Oh, leave that like that, I think. Let's go down here. Oops, that's not a very good bit of cutting, is it? That's better. That's better. Let's lift this up. The funny thing is, you never know how things are going to turn out, do you? When you start, it's all quite good. I do like it when don't know how it's going to work out. Is that the front? That's the side. I think that's probably a little bit, oopsie daisy. I think that's a little bit too wide. Gosh, I don't want to chop too much off. I think that should be okay. We can always trim it up later, can't we? Okay, well that goes round that way anyway. That goes around like that. So what I'm going to do now, before I do anything else, I'm just going to sew around the whole thing, all the way around the outside. Let's cut this little bit off. And see how we go. I love that on the inside. It's a real eclectic look, isn't it? That's really, really lovely. Is that coming off? Oh, I'm going to sew that anyway. Okay guys, I will be back. I'm just going to sew around the edges. Okay, so lovely. I've just gone all the way around the outside. Where's my scissors? There they are. Let me just cut this down like this. Loving it. So clip that on. Now, I think that looks fab. So I'm going to pop this in now. Let's just make a hole through there. Just like that. Put this in. I quite like that looking, because it's got like a little screw head. I think that looks really nice on the outside, on the inside. Then just screw that together like that. Doesn't need to be screwed up too tight, but I think that looks really, really nice. Now this one, which I think is there, going to, is that going to be big enough? Do you think that's going to go through? There we go. Let's see. This one might be a little bit trickier. Let's pop this out. Let's just see. May not go as well. Let's push it through this way a minute, if I can. Push that in. I'm going to push it through both ways like that. I want to get that fabric through that hole. I want this on the outside. Whoop. Don't think it's going to be as easy though. Let's pop that through there, because this little eyelet isn't that thick. Okay, I'm going to get my crocodile, which I did put away. And let's see. Let's have a go. What do you reckon? It's got to go this way, hasn't it? Okay, that's got a little hole in it. Perfect. That looks good. that looks good. So what's going to happen, it's going to go round this way, and then those two go together, and then we'll have a little clip, maybe a little bit of elastic or something on there, so that can go through. Oops, oh no, I haven't got the holes through there, have I? Do you think I need to put eyelets on here? We shall see. If this comes undone, then maybe I will. So he's gonna, but I don't think so. Pop a little hole in there. Let's pop these together. Pop that through. There's my other one. That goes through there like that. That clips up, and fabulous. Look at that. I love it. I love that inside. I think that looks really, really nice. So what I'm going to be doing, not sure whether to leave it like that, and then when I make something, I'm going to start doing some little sort of pages, I think, sort of like eclectic-y pages, using up some of my papers, and then just adding them into here and making a journal up as I sort of go along, instead of actually sort of like finishing it. I think I'm just going to leave it like that, but I love these little bits of fabric on there. I think it looks really, really nice. So that's quite simple. Now, if you don't have a sewing machine, then just stick this on. Again, you don't have to use fabric, you can just use a bit of paper, a nice bit of your I don't know, it could be backing papers. You can have any of your digital papers, you can have recycled papers, you can do anything like that. But I've got some like little elastic bands which I think will probably work. Shall I go and find one? All right, just give me 2 minutes and see if it works. Okay, so I've got like these little, they're like little hair bands. Actually, I've got quite a nice little pink one there. And what I was thinking, I was just going to pop this through like this, if I can. Push that through like that. Oops, that didn't work, did it? If you go through the little hole eventually, and then put one loop through the other like that, so you've got like a little closure like that. Oops. Close that up, and then that will go over it. So when we've got the papers in there, that will be the closure, and that's like the little hook. So that's really nice, isn't it? I think that will work perfect. I quite like the little sparkly bits on there. So yes, I think that's what we would do. Obviously it's not going to hold it, and if you had extra thickness, I suppose you could probably pop another one on there, couldn't you? If you had a really big one, if it was quite wide or quite thick, I mean, you could double it up like that. That would work as well, but I won't do that now because we don't need that. If I can take it off. Okay, so the next video, I think what I'll do, I got to do a little dingly danglies. I'm going to make some dingly danglies because I got the BB Crafts products to use, which I've got those lovely little beads and everything in there. So I thought we could make some little dangles to hang off the little rings on here, which I think would look really nice. Maybe I'll add something to our little butterflies, a little bit of bling or something on there. We shall see. So there we go, guys. That was a really, really fun one to do. Loving this glue. This is a great one because look, you can't see it coming through there at all. You can see the lines from my stitching though. So whether you might be worth backing that with a bit of paper and then putting the fabric on top, but I'm not really too bothered too much. But if you wanted it perfect, I would probably put some paper down first and then stick the fabric on top. But that stuck really well and you cannot see the glue coming through at all. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the evening. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.